Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a new type of reading today called Your Karmic Connection or Your Karmic Relationship. So some of you guys might be in a very troubled situation with someone, very challenging. You could even be experiencing a separation. Just the back and forth energy is very triggering. For some of you, it could even be very traumatic. And so we're just really focusing on those types of people that wish to rid themselves of this person and this energy. You know that there's probably something to learn from all of this, but you are really looking to heal and to move forward with your life. So I do a lot of different types of readings here on my channel. I do my weekly soul connection reading, which of course people that watch that reading could identify with the same person that you identify with for this particular reading. But the soul connection as well as the twin flame readings are a little bit different. It's not necessarily to hang on. I actually never suggest anyone, I don't care what the label is, to hang on to anything. I definitely feel we should always be able, to move forward at any time. That is our free will choice. So this particular reading is just, like I said, based on people that wish to transition out of this person's life, maybe just let go of some major wounds or traumas within yourself, etc. So just take what resonates, you guys, and get rid of anything that doesn't, okay? So the title of the video as well as this intro should let you guys know whether or not this video is for you. So as far as everything I'll be using, I will go ahead and let you guys know when I shuffle each deck. Everything will be listed down below. And this Orgonite here is called the She Talks to Angels Archangel Azrael Nude, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's get into it. We're going to first kind of tap in and see what went wrong, what went down in this whole situation. So I'm going to draw 3 cards, and out of those 3 cards, maybe some sort of scenario will resonate with you. This is called What Went Wrong by Fire Witch Tarot. So let's see what the energy looks like here. What may have gone down between you and your person, or maybe what's currently going down now. All right, what do we need to know here? We have you allowed others in your business. Okay, so other people could have been a contributing factor to things that were said. There could have been people gossiping. Somebody could have said something negative about you. Maybe you shared something with a friend. Something got back to someone. There could just be all kinds of drama written with that particular card, okay? Maybe somebody, you told them too much, right? And sometimes that can actually, it could work for us, whether we realize it or not, or it can work against us. If you guys are dealing with an extremely toxic person in your life and you confide in a family member or a friend, most likely that family member or friend is only going to, be as supportive as they can unless you are in constant pain and hurt. Sometimes you might be triggered by your friend or family member saying, you know what, maybe that's not the best thing for you. You might cut off that friendship or relationship. You might say, I don't want to hear it, So this could be something that just ended up being more of a drama than anything. But I'm more or less getting the energy of someone else kind of got involved in your business or your connection or relationship with this person, and it created all kinds of drama. All right, what else? We have fun moments that led to ghosting afterwards. So this could have been a hot and cold situation, you guys, where it's like one moment you guys are having the best time, right? Or you get together and you have a fantastic time. And then the next day or weeks after, this person is just not contacting you and you're just left scratching your head saying, I don't get it. We had such a great time. The connection's great when we're together, but when we're not together, it's like things start to fall apart. So that's what we've got going on with this one here. And last message, never telling you or them what's wrong. So it's almost like somebody being moody, somebody just saying, let's just say you ask them, is everything okay? Is everything wrong? And then you're dealing with maybe somebody who's a gaslighter, somebody who just lies and says that nothing's wrong when really actually there is something wrong. Those are my favorite types of people, not. So anyways, this could also be them asking you, are you okay? And you're deliberately and purposely not telling them what's wrong because you don't want to come off like a crazy person. You know that this person may gaslight you, or you just feel so just confused that you don't even know how to articulate what you're feeling. That could also be your person too. Deep down, so confused, so just kind of just jammed up. They don't even know how to articulate what they're thinking or what they're feeling. Or maybe even they're so out of touch with their feelings, they don't even know what's wrong. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and clarify some of this information, you guys. So maybe some of these storylines resonate with you and maybe others do not. So just take what does, okay? This right here is my Arrows of Love Oracle. And then we're going to also get some cards from my Arrows of Love Tarot. Let's go ahead and clarify this energy. You allowed others in your business, okay? Let's see what this is about. You allowed others into your business. Let's get an oracle here. Okay, so we have spring. Some of you guys, this could be something that happened in springtime, but I also take spring and I apply the energies of growth. I almost feel like this stunted the growth. And it's not to blame other people for your problems, but sometimes people can contribute to a nightmare situation. There could be a halt. Somebody could have said something to you about your person or vice versa, or somebody else's opinions or what they think or even influence just halted the growth of this connection. That's what I'm getting here. We have the Four of Arrows, Four of Swords energy. And what I'm getting here, you guys, is that what this did is it halted the progress of the connection, okay? Somebody pulled back their energy. Either your person pulled back from you or you pulled back from them. This was actually necessary though, because there was something that was just not right in the connection. Something was off, something wasn't working. So it's almost like sometimes we might see other people or other situations and want to blame that, but sometimes they're blessings in disguise. So that's what I'm actually getting there with that. All right, so the next is fun moments that lead to ghosting afterwards. That's a real bummer when you connect with someone and you have so much fun and then you're just like, wow, you're on cloud nine, right? And then you're just like, I don't get what happened. We were on such a good roll. What happened? You know, you're just left kind of scratching your head. You don't get it. See, again, we have Casanova swept off your feet. So immediately what I am receiving here is that your person has just like fleeting kind of energy. In the moment, that's where they are having a great time with you in the moment. But the Casanova comes and goes, right? They come in, they have a good time with you, but then they're quickly out. So they're kind of riding these high waves and extreme lows. So you might be dealing with somebody who's just really hot and cold. We have the Ace of Swords, but it is in the reverse position. So it's very stimulating at first for this person, but then they lose interest very quick. So some of you guys are just dealing with somebody who's just extremely hot and cold. They get bored very easily, and it's just not somebody that you can rely upon long term, and it totally sucks. And the Ace of Swords being reversed means that this person could lie about it. This person may not be truthful with you, which causes a lot of mental confusion. It's just sucky all around. And the last one, we have never telling you or them what's wrong. So at the end of the day, you may have asked this person, hey, what's going on? And they're not telling you. Ace of Swords energy. They're not being truthful with you. They're not being honest with you. So you're kind of like, why? It's almost like this person could have drug you along for a long time with no intentions of really seeing you or talking to you or maybe even having a actual commitment or relationship, but they spent time with you anyways and wasted your time. You might have been some sort of supply for this individual to where they were having a good time. They were just thinking about themselves. They weren't really thinking about the long-term effects for you. We have Trials of Love. So you certainly learned a lot from this, you guys. You definitely did. And if some of you guys have some sort of issues now to where you wish that you would have told this person what you were thinking, and because you didn't at the time, maybe you had an opportunity to really let them have it or really speak your mind and your truth, but something was stopping you, whether it was insecurity or whatever the situation. Maybe you weren't even actually given the opportunity. But there is a huge lesson with speaking your truth. And when dealing with a person like this, where you know, deep down inside, you know that they're full of it, this is really, really giving you an opportunity to learn something. Always trust your gut. Always trust your intuition, you guys. Something seems off, it's because it is. Yep, you're survived. Look at this. You're a survivor of this lesson. This person did not kill you or didn't kill you. So what hasn't killed you has only made you stronger, you guys. So at least you can walk away or have walked away with your head held high. And if some of you guys have issues where you just feel so beat down and robbed of an opportunity to have closure, you know, best revenge is living your best life. So we're going to now go into the energies here of the traumas and the issues that may have been created. I don't know. I couldn't think of the word. That may have been created from this entire situation. So like what's on the table now for you? What might you be dealing with? Where may you be struggling at this time? So we're going to go into a combination of cards by Fire Witch Tarot, what's brewing, Truth Rising, and what's the tea. There's a combination of things that could have come up that you might still be struggling with now when it comes to this person. What traumas are here now? What issues were created? Okay, so we have grass looks greener, but it's artificial. What else? We have total eclipse. Some of you guys may have had some kind of energy that really, really just came together during the eclipse, okay? Could also have been when you met this person, it was just like, oh my God, I feel like I have met my counterpart. I feel such a strong connection here. It is just out of this world, okay? And we have emancipated, liberation from all restrictions. Okay, so now we're going to go into my Twin Flame Journey shadow cards, and we're going to also go into my Dark Night of the Soul tarot and see what the situation is. So the grass looks greener, but it's artificial. Void. Yeah, at the end of the day, you guys, what I'm seeing here is that this grass looks really green to begin with. And I do feel for some of you guys that your person misled you. That there was something about them that was artificial. It looked really green and it looked really lush, but at the end of the day, there was just an emptiness. There was void. You ended up with a whole lot of nothing. Two of fire, or two of rage, which is two of wands, fire escape. I do feel like before you could even deal with this person or even have an honest conversation with them, I just feel like they kind of ran for the hills. They just escaped as quickly as they could. They just didn't have anything to give. And they also didn't have any explanation as to why they did the things that they did. They may have left you and went off to greener pastures, so they thought. I'm getting here that they still did come up empty, okay? So don't think just because they ran away from you and escaped dealing with you that they ran off and they're happier now. So some of you guys might be really traumatized by that scenario. Somebody walked away from you and they entered into another relationship and they married this person, they had children with this person. And that's not to say that every single person that does that is miserable or unhappy. But the thing is, this person is still falling up short. So you might have this void or unfinished business or this hole in your soul now, or at least that's how you feel, because of this person's behavior, treating you, discarding you so quickly, or just kind of just running out of your life. But what I'm getting here is that you're dealing with someone who is very empty inside. So this really isn't about you, you guys. It is about this person and their issues. So one trauma that you might have now is that you don't feel good enough. And I'm getting that that has nothing to do with you. This person's behavior and what they decided to do or not do is on them. It's not on you, okay? But you can, of course, make it about you, and that's what traumas are. You know, these are areas of our life where we hold a lot of pain. So that is that energy coming up. So let's go into this total eclipse. I'm also getting it says two souls merging together. When you and this person came together, you felt like they were the one. It was so significant. It was like a significant event. It was so powerful. It was just so amazing that maybe you even thought, oh my God, I have met my soulmate, my twin flame, the person for me. And the thing is, it doesn't make it false. It just means here that something has majorly shifted since then, obviously. And some of you guys during these last 2 eclipses, so we had the lunar eclipse and then we had the solar eclipse. I think that was in May and this month, June. So this is telling us here that there's been some sort of shift here, and you could have had this energy resurface for you. You're being asked to leave it behind and eclipse it out once and for all. It's kind of like it's time. Yeah, we have elusive. You might be waiting for this person to return or waiting for them to make some sort of contact with you, but I'm getting here that they're remaining hidden. They're deliberately being elusive in your life. They're hiding. So you might not get the closure that you're looking for with this individual, and that might be a really a huge wound for you. That might really, really feel not that great. Yeah, the kiss of death, that's Scorpio energy, and that death is, it's the end of the road. So we are being asked when it comes to, trying to search for this person, trying to search for information on this person, trying to figure out this mystery. The message here is don't waste your time, because this person has a lot of issues. They have a lot of growing to do and a lot of healing to do. And the best thing that you could possibly do is to close out this chapter and move forward with your life. Because if you don't, it will be the kiss of death for you, meaning you will continue to stay stuck and you will continue to stay in a dark place connected to this person. So there is a lesson here for you. Well, not necessarily a lesson, but this is telling you something about our wounds and our traumas. We can hold on to this until our dying day. That is our choice. We absolutely can. But that would be the kiss of death for your life. And screw that. Why would you want this person to have that much power and control over you? Okay. So now we have emancipated. See, it does say, let's emancipate ourselves from this situation, liberate ourselves from what is restricting us. This person, their behavior, their non-action towards us, no communication, ghosting, whatever the situation is, let's emancipate ourselves from this issue. Yeah, we have invading, okay? We can't make it happen. As much as we want to make it happen, believe me, you guys, there are things in my life that I've wanted so badly. I felt to myself, I deserve that. I deserve an apology. This person deserves misery and unhappiness for what they did. But the thing is, you guys, just because that's my belief system or just because that's what I feel doesn't make it so. And it certainly doesn't make it happen. It really doesn't. All it does and did was just create more poison within my heart. And what it essentially did is it kept me from feeling happy in certain areas of my life. And it also created issues in certain areas of my life. So this is a process, you guys. It doesn't just happen overnight. Yeah, the Hierophant. This is the belief system. The belief system that if we hold on to something, that something will happen. Sometimes all we have is our pain. Sometimes if we don't have a person or things didn't turn out the way that we wanted, we kind of figure that, well, we might as well hold on to the pain because that's all we've got, or this hate, because if we're in hate for this person or in this like revenge mode towards this person, then that's something. That's at least something, right? And I'm getting here, it's false. It's a false belief system. Also, the Hierophant, like I said, it is about your belief systems. Whatever you believe about this person, it's not going to change it. You could believe all day long that this person is, let's just say, use this as an example, your twin flame, the one. But that belief system isn't going to create change for this person. It's not going to change the circumstances for the crap that has gone on between you and them. If someone is hurting you, if someone is not valuing you and treating you right, slapping a label such as a twin flame on this person isn't going to change it. It's not going to magically transform it into something divine. So we've got to be able to, instead of trying to push our narrative, that's that invading card, pushing this narrative, let's let go of this false belief and just start showing up for ourselves. And you will see how much your life starts to improve when you do that. Okay, so that is our trauma and our wounds there. So why don't we now take a look and see what kind of karma will your person be facing at some point in this life. Now, whether or not they actually turn a new leaf because of this karma, or that they actually do anything such as grow with this karma, is on them. All we can do is really take a little bit of a peek into what that looks like. So we're going to go into the Soul Activation Oracle Deck Shadows Edition by Rising Sun Oracle. What is the energy of your person's karma in this life connected to you? We have abusive. Some of you guys might have straight up been abused by this person. And we're not talking just, like physical abuse, hopefully not, but this could be like mental abuse, even just spiritual abuse. Somebody telling you things such as, we're soulmates, we're this, we're that, but then they really don't have any desire to really back it up, and then they just kind of ghost you or leave you. That's spiritual abuse. Okay? Mental abuse as well. So we have abusive, we have materialistic, and unrealistic. Okay, so the immediately thing I'm getting here is this person definitely does have some abusive traits, okay? They may have also been abused as children or somewhere in their life. Doesn't make it okay or give them a free pass, but it's just kind of letting you know that usually abusive people have been abused. This is also talking about this person being materialistic. Money, the outside, again, that grass looking greener on the other side. This person's never really truly satisfied. They have a lot of unrealistic expectations. So they have an insatiable desire for things that aren't even realistic. This person may always be dissatisfied in life. What a miserable situation to be in, okay? So now let's go ahead and get some details on this abusive energy. What else is coming through for abusive? We have contemplation, okay? So contemplation, we're going to go, this is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle and Tarot. So what is this contemplation energy with abusive? Let's take a look at that. What is that about? Okay, so we do have the Tower. It's in the reverse position. I'm just getting here that if this individual, right? I mean, everybody has an opportunity to change. I don't care who you are, okay? You could be the worst person in the world, and there's always an opportunity to look at yourself and attempt at least to try to do something different or do something better. Sometimes there may be clinical cases where people cannot change. They're always going to be crazy. The chemistry of their brain is always going to be just not right, and maybe they'll need medication. If they don't take medication or whatever, then they can't change. Yes, of course, there are those types of situations. But we're just going to kind of generalize this person rather than putting them into any specific category. Whatever this abusive trait is, okay, mental abuse, let's just keep it at that, mental and emotional abuse. This person, if they can contemplate and kind of figure out, why do I do this, right? This Tower card talks about divine intervention. Tower is the Tower moment. All of us go through many Tower moments throughout our lives. Sometimes these Tower moments are so catastrophic that we lose everything. But this is an opportunity to see things from new perspectives and to just basically see, how have we been living our lives? Are there things that we've been doing? Sometimes the divine intervenes. The universe has its way. There's karma. And all of a sudden that creates a person to contemplate and go, do I want to continue living my life like this? What does this mean? Should I change? Do I need to change? Or am I just fine? So your person does have the free will to continue to be this abusive person, or something will and is bound to happen to them to create this Tower moment where they're being stripped of something. Something is crashing down in their world, and this will give your person an opportunity to address these errors of their ways, their issues, their treatment of other people, etc., and maybe even do some healing. So it does look to me like your person has either had their Tower moment or is in store for a Tower moment at some point in this life. And when they do, they may contemplate what happened between the two of you. Okay, that's what we're seeing here. So now we have materialistic. This is about placing way too much importance on fame, fortune, status, money, material things. Of course, material things are fantastic. Some people have never had, They've never had a lot of things. But let me tell you something, and I'm not talking like I'm coming from this space where I've had a lot, but I've definitely had my fair share of blessings. And the thing is, more is not always better. You know, sometimes you can just get kind of lost and you just lose just even a connection to things. There's just too much. You know, too much of a good thing, you guys, is it's too much, you know? So it's interesting how you learn things throughout your life of what's important and what's not. Okay, so this one wanted to flop out. We have observer, okay? Observer. What is this observer energy about? We have divine masculine. That's the emperor's energy. Aries energy. The Tower was also Aries energy, as well as Scorpio. So there could be an Aries of significance here. But this does talk about how someone feels like they are not on their throne. They don't feel like they're in a position of power. And so they're constantly trying to figure out ways of how they can matter in this world, how they can rise to the top, how they can be the king of their kingdom or just have it all. So I do feel like your person is your person is in store for some sort of karmic smackdown. Okay? They might be stripped of everything. They might be stripped of their role. There could be a particular job or status that your person used to have, and either it's been stripped or will be stripped from them. And when that happens, they're really going to question a lot about their lives. What's important, what's not important. This could have already happened, or it's happening now, or will happen in the future. But when this happens, you guys, I am seeing here that your person is going to question what went wrong or what went down with the two of you and how they treated you or what you meant to them, etc. So it doesn't mean you're the only person that they're going to think of during this period of time, but you are going to come up for them, because that's really how we gauge that question. Their karma and what they're going to connect back to you. So I do feel like in some way, if they've lost you because they've made certain decisions, placed important like money or status above your connection, I do feel like they're going to question whether that was the right thing to do. They're still not going to feel good about themselves. All that power, that money, that status I'm getting here, it still has not fulfilled this person. So they're going to come up short in life. The grass isn't greener on the other side. But some people have to learn that the hard way. They just do. So now we have unrealistic. And so that makes a lot of sense to me, because this person's energy and their expectations in life are totally unrealistic. If they're looking for people to constantly provide happiness or, entertainment, it's like that doesn't last forever. Passion and all that like quick, amazing energy. There's stages in relationships. I almost feel like this person doesn't even know how to get to the next stage in a relationship, which is just basically partnership, companionship, being friends, being deeply connected with somebody. It's always on the surface. We have settling. I'm getting here that your person may just end up settling in life. They may unsettle in life or settle in life because their expectations are so unrealistic. They might just get to a point where they've exhausted all their resources, and so they just kind of end up just sticking with their best bet in the end, which might even be somebody that they don't even love. Just somebody that's going to bring them comfort in their lives. Two of Wands. Yeah, and this person here with this reverse position, the decision and the decisions that they make in their life, they're just feeling upside down. They're just feeling they're still out of sorts. They're still not happy. There's still a lot of confusion. So just take whatever story resonates. But then again, how do we know that this resonates for you? This is some kind of karma that's in store for your person. But for some of you, it could have already happened. And so maybe you're already seeing evidence of this, or you have, or you know. But I just feel at the end of the day, your person, karmically, they have done a lot of things, maybe to you as well as other people. And in the end, they're just kind of out of sorts. And karma is definitely crashing down on them. And they will have to contend to what they've done and how they've acted towards you and other people. And also what truly makes them happy. And I'm just getting here that in the end, they're still kind of just not feeling fulfilled. But yes, your person has the free will. They can change and shift this at any time. So that's what we have, you guys. I just feel like they feel that they've made some sort of mistake in the way that they've handled you or treated you. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the energy of what are some lessons that you can take from this situation, okay? So at the end of the day, maybe it's said and done, it's over with, you're done. This person might just be done. Maybe you'll see them again once down the line. Maybe you'll never see this person again. It really doesn't matter. What can you learn from this? What can you take from this whole entire situation if you're going to take anything from it? Let's go into my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. What can you take from this situation? Well, we have hourglass, time is slipping. What else? We also have 111. You are a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. Love that. And we have red rose, enchanted. Okay. What is this all about? What is this hourglass, time is slipping? This deck is called The Secrets of a Lover's Journey Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. And I don't know who makes this because there's no name. So I'll put it down below. Hourglass, time is slipping. Euphoric rush, feelings of oneness with you, overwhelming bliss. Divine timing. Okay. So one of the lessons that you guys can learn from this, it has something to do with time. Not only do we have an hourglass, time and slipping, but we have an entirely different deck that says divine timing. And then we have this word that says rush. I want to rush. Okay, this is all about timing and movement. So time is slipping. There's this feeling because we feel perhaps so much euphoria with this individual. We really, really either want it to come together or we want to see this person again. There's like this draw, this pull, this magnetic attraction, this energy field of euphoria. But what I'm seeing here is this says you can relax and stop worrying. To me, this is telling you anything is possible, even with this person. And this is not to give anybody false hope because that's not really what this reading is about. This reading was designed to help you to move forward with your life. You know, learn what you can and walk away. So I definitely feel like we are still being told that's what we need to do. Because if you and this person are meant to meet up at some point down the line or meant to be or whatever, not a damn thing is going to stop it. But the thing is to continue to pursue because you might feel connected to this individual, or to continue to just because I feel one with this. I feel this overwhelming feeling of this sensation to be with this person. Sometimes those overwhelming feelings can be a trauma bond. Sometimes karmic lessons and people that are just like karmic energy that you have, this feels very, very strong because there's this need that you have to complete this lesson and this karma. We don't always have to come together with people in the physical world to work it out. So some of you guys might feel still connected to this individual, but with time, it will get less and less and less. Don't worry. Time is slipping. This person with time will start to slip further and further away from your thoughts, further and further away from your energy field. So what I'm getting here for the lesson is that try not to mix this up with, I need to stay attached to this person. This person and I are meant to be. By doing that, what we're doing is we are failing to take care of ourselves. We're staying addicted to this feeling. That feeling may not be getting you anywhere. That feeling might actually be regressing you and wasting your time. Sometimes to waste time in fantasy is not where we need to be. So divine timing is saying you can relax now and stop worrying. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Don't go chasing these dreams. We shouldn't have to chase things that are meant for us, you guys. It says there are many powerful, enlightened, loving beings coming your way to assist your future, and your future is bright and totally flawless. So no matter what, you're going to be happy. Continue to connect with other individuals who are powerful on your journey that will help to enlighten you. You have people here to assist you in your future. Your future is bright and totally flawless. This situation, this person is not your only, it's not your only fireworks in this life. Some of us get so caught up on a specific firework that we felt with a person or an individual. They just have to be the one. This is the only person I felt this with. And then what we do is we rob ourselves from all the magical experiences that are meant for us in our future. We actually hold ourselves back from what is meant for us. So I'm getting here that one thing that we can learn. Yes, you and this person have this like amazing total eclipse energy connection. But so what? At the end of the day, is it uplifting you to hang on? Is it doing just wonders for your life to sit around and pine away for this person? You know it's not. So that's why it's saying it's time to just give it to the universe and say, it is what it is. It's your will, but I'm going to keep taking care of myself. So we're learning something about this. How much time are we going to waste on this feeling? Fuck the feeling is what I'm getting, and get back to living your life. So now that's why we have number 1 coming through. That's you, number 1. You are a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. So if we're constantly in that thought process and that energy field of pining away for someone, wishing that they would come back, praying that they're going to come back, and constantly just in this energy day in and day out, what we're actually creating is more separation, because we're not taking care of us. We're putting all of our happiness into this other person. If they would only reach out, if they would only return, if they would only come back, or if they would only say they're sorry, then I could be healed. We're giving way too much power to this person. And I'm getting here, it needs to stop. So close yet so far. See, look at that. Complex separation, holding on but letting go. So to me, this is telling us here that we are creating this constant back and forth yo-yo effect. Because sometimes I do hear this, you guys. I've let go, but I keep getting signs from the universe by seeing 1111, or I keep seeing this person's name. So that must mean that I should hang on. And what I always want to say, but I know it kind of sounds a little harsh, so I don't, but I'll say it in this reading. Why the hell would the universe want you to go back to someone who's lying, cheating, and totally making you feel like crap? Let's really, really think about that. Is that our ego's way of misinterpreting these signs? Maybe that's the universe's way of bringing up these numbers and bringing up this person's name to say, good for you that you are letting go. But see, sometimes the ego wants to wrap and create their own narrative about what those signs mean. So a lot of people get very, very lost on their journey and stay connected to people that are not good for them. So this yo-yo of letting go, but then, I saw a sign, so I should just hang on to this. I should keep continuing to have the faith that this person and I are meant to be. This constant yo-yo effect is very, very damaging for your well-being long term. See, at the end of the day, you guys, you are the pimp, okay? The pimp has prostitutes. The master has slaves, okay? Same thing. So to me, this is a master energy. You need to also rid yourself. Are we prostituting ourselves out? Meaning, are we selling our souls just to get love when all we really want is love, but we're using our bodies? We're sleeping with this person. We're doing what this person wants us to do just to keep them in our lives. That kind of energy and behavior is so damaging long term. Okay? This says rid yourself of people that abuse their power and stick around only for their own personal gain. You are stronger than you know. It's time to summon your inner warrior. So it's time for you to fight back, you guys. It's time for you to own your power. It's time for you to sit on that throne and say, I am no longer going to put up with people that hurt me and abuse me. You see? So this is not about holding on to this person. This is about letting go of this person. If this person changes and turns over a new leaf and you're meant to experience something different with them, or maybe even be tested by your strength, then this person will find a way to return to you. And if that doesn't happen, don't go chasing or looking for this person. Just be happy and move forward with your life. I know that's probably a hard one, but that's what the message is. So that's a lesson for you, you guys. And we also have this very enchanted energy. What I want to say is at the end of the day, there's a reason that you feel this magic. There's a reason that you feel this enchantment. That's a soul connection, whether it's soulmate, twin flame, karmic, whatever. To me, I don't really even like to throw the labels around. Just see how the soul connection plays out. There's a lesson in all of them. All of them. They're all equally valuable. So you may have been enchanted by this individual. You may have felt a total eclipse of the heart, right? That's that song when you met this person. But that does by no means does it mean, in no way, shape, or form does it mean that you need to stay forever connected to this person because of the magic that you felt. You're going to feel enchanted many times in your life. Missing you silently, swimming in memories, nostalgic emotions. Again, we could spend the rest of our lives swimming in this nostalgic of the enchantment that we first felt with this person. There are people that I've met in my lifetimes where I could go back to the beginning and just think about how freaking magical it was. Out of this world magical. But guess what? It turned into a total nightmare. I wouldn't go back to that nightmare if you freaking paid me. The enchantment in the beginning was like a drug. And it's almost like you kind of build this addiction to, I want to feel that again. And sometimes people do go back into situations that they know are not good for them just to feel that again. But that enchantment, that magic, it also doesn't last forever. There's many stages in connection. That's why, you have that honeymoon phase. You have all that magic and all that attraction. You can't keep your hands off each other. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose your attraction for your person, but it's going to shift and transform into something a little bit more subtle because we can't operate as human beings in that constant euphoria and high. Okay? This is why people do drugs and they're constantly chasing that high, trying to maintain that high. That doesn't work. Neither does it with people. So eventually you're going to taper off that high. It's not going to last. It's just not reality. Okay. So we can silently miss this person for the rest of our lives and silently just swim in the nostalgia of how amazing and magical it all once was. We certainly can do that. And you have the free will to do that, you guys. But at the end of the day, is that making you happy? Is that helping you to move on? Probably not. Probably not. We have fear. Fears are holding you back, becoming so used to them that you don't even realize that they exist. Clinging to your fears can dampen your success. Stay open and receptive. Miracles will come. So again, this is telling you that some of you guys might fear letting this magical feeling go. You might think that this enchanted, magical, totally eclipse energy means that you and this person are meant to be. And I'm not here to say that that can't be the case. But again, is this person, with the way that things have gone down and the way that everything made you feel and how it traumatized you and triggered you in such a way, and all the unhappiness and the sadness that you might still feel connected to this person, is it really good for you, or is it really smart for you to romanticize this connection with this type of person? If it's uplifting you in your life and it's making you happy and it's causing all kinds of amazing, wonderful things, then great, to each their own. But if this connection is causing you to feel lost, broken, confused, to where you can't carry on with your life, this may have become an addiction that you need to face and let go of. Okay? So fear is holding someone back, and there is a lesson in all this. Maybe the truth of who this person truly is, maybe that is too much to handle. Maybe it's easier to create a fantasy so that way we don't have to deal with the ugly truth. That could be it as well. So we have to be willing to kind of address why we miss this person, why it was so magical. Some of you guys may have just been dealing with a classic narcissist, and narcissists have a way of spinning a web of charm around you that you'll never forget. Once you've been touched by a narcissist, you'll never forget it. It is quite magical, but it's almost one of the worst things that you can possibly ever experience because it creates this trauma bond. The empath with the narcissist, that's that bond right there. But that's not everyone's story. Only take it if it resonates for you. This reading is not to, create you to feel dumb or tricked or just basically just stupid because you have created something or wrapped something around you and this person. And it doesn't make it wrong either, because to each their own. But really this reading was designed to help to help you see that this is something that may feel magical and may feel significant, but it may at the end of the day not be good for you, and you know it deep down and you're ready to let go. So that's who this reading is for today. All right, so now what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to get some energy regarding your future and some advice from your spirit guides. We're going to go into my charm cards here and see what upcoming energies are on the horizon for you, and also some advice with your future, okay? And maybe healing and assisting you in letting go. So let's go ahead and grab a card here. We've got Trapped Birdcage, okay? We also have Autumn Sunflower, and we have Peace Sign Truce. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. Let's go ahead and go into my Divine Healing cards too for some advice. Let's see. We have Wishes. I trust what is meant for me will show up at the right moment in my life. Do you see, you guys? Even in your future, this is what you're doing. You're accepting these cards that actually came up here. If it's meant for you, it will come back in divine timing. You see? So don't waste your time waiting, and don't waste your time wishing and praying it's going to happen. Things that are meant for you will show up in your life at the right moment. So don't trap yourself into this illusion of thinking that more that you pray for it, the more that you dream about it, focus on it, meditate on it, that it will happen. You're just going to actually remain more attached to this energy and trap yourself. So this deck right here is called the Controversa Tarot. We have the Devil. Okay. Yeah. So what is the Devil, you guys? The Devil is about being attached, being trapped. If you want to really look at the Devil's energy. That's also Capricorn. We have strings attached, things that have a tight grip on you, the shadow self, materialism, restriction, obsession, addiction, also sexuality and sex. We may be addicted to this person, you guys. I'm telling you, it's come up over and over again in the reading. You may be addicted to the high that this person once provided for you, but it hasn't been good in a long time. It's actually downright toxic, but you might be addicted to the dream or this fantasy or this feeling that you have attached to this person, okay? So we're being asked, even in the future, let's remove these strings that we have attached to this person, these energy cords. Let's transmute these cords of energy, cut these cords of energy, whatever this is. We no longer want to be attached or trapped to this person. And the reason why is because the longer that we're trapped in this energy field with them, our future and what is meant for us can't make it to us. You see, what's meant for you can't make it to you. We're actually standing in the way of that, okay? So in autumn, we have the sunflower. That's a beautiful energy, sunflower. Autumn, of course, could be, the season, like an upcoming season for someone. Could have been when something happened. But I feel like this is an upcoming season. When you are ready, I know you will fix this broken promise. When this person is ready, you guys, they may fix this, and you might hear an apology from this individual. And this, of course, could create some sort of feelings of relief. But remember, at the end of the day, you guys, we are all in charge of our own healing. We don't want to give that responsibility to someone else. We're responsible for our own healing. Look, oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to break that cycle. Breaking, You are going to break this cycle, because guess what, you guys? This person apologizing, this person coming back, this person learning their karmic lessons, it is all beyond your control. All you can do is continue to push forward in your life. Things that are happening, lessons, karma, changes, turning points, things that are external to you. You can't change those things. All you can do is change yourself. So with the seasons, as things are changing, I'm trying to think here. Hold on for just a second. I felt like we got a card. Maybe we didn't. I thought we got a card that was spring. I was just in my head, from spring to autumn. I don't know why. But I'm getting here, as the seasons continue to change, you guys are going to break further and further away from the pain of this karmic cycle and this karmic connection. You're going to break ties with it for good. Absolutely. So for some of you guys, we're in summer right now, depending on where you're at. Where I'm at, it is. So by autumn, it looks to me like you guys are ridding yourself of this cycle, of this need to stay connected to this person and this energy. You're maybe finally eclipsing it out. You're finally cycling it through. It's beautiful. And now we have the peace sign, which is truths. Feeling perhaps peaceful for once in our lives. Maybe even finally forgiving ourselves or this person. And I love this, because it says, we're not going to stay confused anymore. We're not going to be in our heads about this, because you want to know why? We're going to take responsibility for our own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. That's not, and I hear this a lot when I do these types of readings. This person is the issue. They've done everything to me. I'm a complete and total victim. And that is not to make anybody feel that you deserved anything that happened to you. But at the end of the day, you guys, we do have to take responsibility for things that happen. Maybe there were some red flags. Maybe there were some signs. We decided to ignore it. Or we said yes when we actually felt like saying no. We're taking responsibility for how things went down and what we may have attributed to the challenges. So we're not going to stay confused or stuck in a victim mentality or cycle. We're actually going to forgive ourselves, and we're going to forgive this person and create an energetic truce so we can move the F on. That's what we want to do. So if we want to sit in that victimhood and that blame mentality, you're never going to be able to break that cycle. So it's up to you on what you want. Do you want to be happy and peaceful, or do you want to hold someone hostage as well as yourself by basically, trying to assign some sort of blame here? At the end of the day, it doesn't even frickin' matter. And look at what you end up with. The 9 of Cups. Your wish is fulfilled. Oh my gosh, what an amazing card to get for the very end card. When you just make just a truce with this just situation, with your mental processing, your mental chatter, your mental bondage, or anything that you have connecting you to this person still, when you finally make peace with this, you are going to find that your life gets better when you let this person go and you let things just be and say, you know what, whatever's meant to be is going to happen. It's going to be. I don't have any control of it, but what I do have control over is my own happiness. So I'm going to open myself up to living the good life. You are going to feel so much satisfaction. You're going to feel that content and happiness in every way. I'm literally reading that card. You're going to feel so emotionally fulfilled. You're going to feel like your wishes just came true. You're going to break onto the other side, and you're going to say to yourself, why the hell didn't I do this earlier? The reason that you didn't is because you had something to learn. So don't beat yourself up or blame yourself. Just break the chains today. Break the ties that bind you and this person today. So anyways, you guys, I really hope that this message was helpful to you. Again, it was for your empowerment and healing. So please just take it as such. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.